In our urban spaces, biodiversity does more than we might think. Sure, it's the plants and animals that coexist with us, but it's also a service provider. The tapestry of living things that we connect with every day can really help improve our quality of life. Our urban biodiversity cools and purifies the air, manages and cleans stormwater runoff, and can provide homes for native animals and food for us. But perhaps most importantly, it has the capacity to improve our mental and physical health and well-being. For the staff and students on Griffith University's Gold Coast campus, the benefits of biodiversity are often right outside the window. With more than 20,000 staff and students, the Southport-based campus offers a variety of green spaces that have an indisputable effect on the health and well-being of staff, students, and researchers.
Yeah, so I think it's a nice change of pace. It helps you feel a lot more relaxed being out here, a lot slower pace, and the sounds of birds around as well is really awesome. Makes you feel a lot better being out here.
I love walking amongst the trees. It really relaxes me and it de-stresses me after class.
The feeling at campus is quite a relaxed one with all the greenery there. Some of the birds that you can see. A nice, calm atmosphere.
Hundreds of studies from around the world, driven by dedicated researchers, have found that spending time outdoors can decrease stress, increase productivity, and improve focus and awareness.
There's now some emerging work that also says that one of the services provided by the biodiversity surrounding us is mental health benefits. Recent work has showed that going out into nature, and by that I mean that's urban green space, that's nature reserves, forests, things like that, improves your mood. It improves something called positive affect, which is a measure of happiness in psychological terms. It lowers anxiety, it lowers depression, and we're also finding that for individual improves their well-being in a way that is measurable, so we can quantify the benefit of a single visit into a natural environment.
It's such a no-brainer. It's one of those things you wonder why we have to research it, because it's intuitive, right? So the research just backs up what we know intuitively, that protecting nature, enhancing the biodiversity, so it's not just species, but genetic biodiversity, the ecological niche biodiversity, all those different types just enriches our experience of it.
Making time to reconnect with nature and biodiversity is increasingly important as our average daily media consumption continues to grow.
We get busy, we work, we study, we sit in front of screens, and we watch nature programs on TV, yet we don't go out and enjoy the biodiversity we have.
When we do go out and enjoy the biodiversity around us, we might find that it helps us deal with stress and anxiety.
The times when we need it the most is when we're most stressed. So we all know that at university, whether we're staff or students, we get stressed with assignments to the point where you just need to clear your head, and what better place to do that than amongst nature. It's so easy here to just step into what's green and alive and growing. The greatest thing about Griffith is that it's bringing the biodiversity onto campus and making it really accessible to us. So mental health and wellbeing benefits, the evidence for it is mostly through self-reported health and wellbeing surveys. They'll be standardised, but also there are biophysical indicators, like we can actually take blood samples and look for biomarkers of lowered cortisol levels, for example. So cortisol is a stress biomarker, and connecting with nature, cortisol levels have been reduced.
Connecting with biodiversity helps with physical health as well, from chronic pain relief to illness and injury recovery.
Being able to allow people with persistent pain, getting them into biodiverse environments, actually has been correlated with an easing of persistent pain symptoms. And in hospitals, we know that if you've got a choice of looking out your window and seeing a cemetery or seeing green space in the healing environment, you heal faster.
So, we know some of the ways that biodiversity can improve our mental and physical health and help us de-stress. But what does biodiversity look like at Griffith?
At Griffith University, we've got lots of biodiversity on our campuses. What does that mean? Well, it means that we've got lots and lots of different types of animals and plants, and they're arranged in different communities, and they represent just some of the amazing diversity of southeast Queensland. On the Gold Coast campus of Griffith University, we've got a whole lot of rare and threatened plants and animals. So we've got over 20 threatened plants that are planted in the gardens, including a rare and threatened plant walk. So you can see the rarest olive in the world, you can see the largest terrestrial orchid, you can see macadamias in the wild. They're all part of the local flora that has been threatened by clearing and other processes. We also have threatened animals naturally on the campus. We've got endangered frogs, we've got koala, we've got birds including glossy black cockatoos that come and feed on our campus. They're all special part of the biodiversity here at Griffith University.
Griffith has paved the way forward, protecting threatened species and promoting flowering natives for gardens. But there is more to it than just conservation and aesthetics.
We've got some absolutely beautiful gardens, and that includes our cool food forest. It's a really beautiful place to walk through, to sit, to study, to reflect, and it includes many native plants that you can eat, including lemon myrtle and finger limes.
From the protected blackbutt forest to the beautifully manicured native gardens, staff, students, and visitors are treated to amazing experiences on the campus.
I am so lucky to be able to work at Griffith University and to work with the amazing gardening team to maintain this incredibly beautiful campus. We have so much biodiversity here. There are over 240 native types of plants just in the gardens on the Gold Coast, as well as our endangered forest. And this incredible biodiversity, including these stingless bees, these beautiful trees, lemon-scented myrtle, all of this has so many benefits, including for the staff and students and visitors who come onto our campus and get to experience this amazing space.
The next time you're stressed at campus, head out into the gardens and experience the biodiversity that's around you, and know that it will do what it can to help. Biodiversity, it's good for you.